Thanks for stepping into umpire, Mr. Fletcher.
Well, I'm an English teacher, not a phys ed teacher, but I'll do my best.
You'll do fine. Just call the kids safe or out. And keep an eye on them right there. They've been trying to steal.
Who, him?
No, we use the kids' preferred pronouns. He's on second. I mean them.
There's only one kid there. Who's them?
They are.
He is?
No, they is. He's on second.
You mean her?
Don't call me her. I'm a him. That's a he. The kid on third uses she.
He uses she?
No, she uses she.
And you want me to keep my eye on them?
Yes.
But especially him.
No, keep your eye on them. They've been trying to steal.
Who's they? Him, her, and him?
No, not him and her. Just them. Their pronoun is there. And they're right there.
I'm an English teacher. I get pronouns. That's him, her, and him.
No, that's them, him, and her.
Excuse me, but now I identify as him.
He's gender fluid. He used to be she, but now she's him.
Huh?
And I'd like to change my pronouns to Z, Zim, and Zer.
Now Z wants you to call Zer Zim.
What's a Zim?
Don't call Zim a what? Now Z is offended.
Look, I don't want to offend anybody. I'll call them by their names. Kids, what are your names?
I'm Addison. Addison.
Their parents are millennials. They named them all Addison.
Well, why do I have to use preferred pronouns?
Because gender's a social construct and I was born this way.
How can it be born that way if gender is a social construct?
Whoa. Don't question their identity or his or Zer's. Just follow the rules and call them they.
Who makes these rules?
They do.
This they?
No, not that they. They.
Huh?
They will get you fired if you don't use the right pronoun. They will kick you off of Twitter if you question their beliefs. They cancel comedians that offend them. They get rid of professors with different points of view.
But who's they?
Nobody knows who they are. We just have to listen to them.
Hey, if you like that video, you can help us make... Oh, hello there. You know, here at the Babylon Bee, it's our responsibility as journalists to keep an eye on our nation's leaders to make sure they're not going to go full dictator. Here are a few signs to look for so you can tell if your president might be a totalitarian fascist. Number 1, he puts kids in cages. This is Dictator 101 stuff right here. He just shoves kids in cages and hopes you'll forget about them.
Who built the cages, Joe?
Let's talk about
Who built the cages, Joe?
Number 2, he pretends to be a senile old man as an excuse to forget about civil rights. Look, if your president just keeps rambling on and looks senile, that's just so that later he can be like, wait, what's a constitution? I don't remember that.
If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to... Anyway.
Number 3, he attempts a federal takeover of voting regulations. The easiest way to a dictatorship, as everyone knows, is to control the elections. If your president is trying to pass laws controlling all of the state's elections, you could be in trouble.
This makes Jim Crow look like Jim Eagle.
Number 4, he has an evil henchwoman that cackles at questions about human tragedy. This is a sure sign that your pain and suffering is for their amusement.
More parents are seeing the value of educators when they had to bring their kids and said, we're not paying them nearly enough.
Number 5, your president talks in secret coded language disguised as old man gibberish to give commands to his secret police.
Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
This is a classic KGB tactic.
You may cut me, man, but I'm gonna wrap this chain around your head.
Number 6, he sniffs hair. If there's one thing dictators love, it's sniffing hair. Why do you think Hitler and Stalin had mustaches? So they could smell hair all the time. Wake up, America. Number 7, he has his dog attack anyone who displeases him. Look, this is just straight up Mr. Burns level evil. I'm sure he'll just say they're accidents, though. And finally, number 8, he threatens to nuke everyone.
You need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons.
Look, this one is kind of over the top. If it happens, you'd better start forming your underground resistance right away. Uh-oh, looks like we're in trouble. Under your bed, in your closet, eating lunch at a nearby Sizzler restaurant. Fascists can be anywhere, hiding in plain sight. In fact, experts believe that there are over 7 billion fascists in our nation alone. But most concerning, you might be a fascist and not even realize it. Here are the most common warning signs that you are a fascist. You've been to a 4th of July parade at least once in your life. Flags, fireworks, and you know what else starts with F? Fuddruckers. And fascism. You voted for Trump. This one's too easy. His election was not just a threat to our democracy, but a threat to all democracy, and maybe a threat to the entire space-time continuum itself. You have a traditional family with a spouse, children, and a dog. Can you say dog whistle? Woof. You say secret fascist catchphrases like Merry Christmas, see you at church on Sunday, and I'm kinda lukewarm on Amazon's Rings of Power. Just come out and say that you're Hitler! You don't necessarily think your 2-year-old should be able to have his genitals surgically removed. His body, his choice. You'd rather eat a cheeseburger than a delicious, protein-rich grasshopper. Every bite you take of environmentally harmful beef is like goose-stepping on Mother Earth's beautiful, sad face. I'm not even Native American. If you have a mustache or any amount of facial hair, oh no.
You think the federal government might be a little too powerful. Sounds like you might be a dangerous insurrectionist. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's the FBI. Here's a particularly dangerous one. You think 2 plus 2 is 4. You hire 87,000 IRS agents, issue hundreds of executive orders, and tax the people trillions of dollars, enslaving them in debt for centuries, and give an angry speech flanked by military in front of banners lit up in an ominous blood-red hue. Actually, on second thought, that's not that bad. Move on. If you exhibit any of these warning signs, it's time to report to the nearest re-education camp. Only you can save democracy.
Now that the 4th of July is far behind us, we can stop being patriotic. Do as you're told. We as Americans should hate our country and let socialist policies liberate us like a warm hug, just like the founding fathers would have wanted. But if you're a domestic extremist, then you might celebrate being an American. Ew. Here are 10 ways far-right extremists show their love for America. You need to keep an eye out for them so that you don't do the same. First of all, they say the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. The pledge is literal hate speech. And there you are, just saying it like a far-right person. Shame on you. Here's something far-right extremists do all the time. They hang American flags outside their house. Don't do that. The only flag you should have is a pride one. Hey, because you gotta do that. And be, hey, push a commie out of a helicopter? Whoa, hold on. I love pushing people out of helicopters. Who doesn't? But communists? Really? Our socialist brethren? Owning a gun? Whoa. If you exercise your Second Amendment right as an American, then you are an evil fascist. You cried at the end of The Patriot? Cry? I was laughing. What did he even die for? What a moron. Get bitten by a radioactive bald eagle so you can become America Man, where you fly around keeping America a free market capitalist society? Disgusting. You make me sick. Eat a traditional American hot dog and hamburger made out of real meat. Look at me, I'm an American, I'm fat. Nom, nom. Eating a dog is no laughing matter. It's an abomination. Drinking lemonade on the porch swing while watching your 7 kids playing the sprinkler? I don't even know why you'd do that. The nuclear family is wrong because of radiation. Punch a groomer. Fascists love punching groomers because they think they're better than them. Love is love, man. And if you're gonna do something like that, at least throw them off a helicopter. That's what I'd do. And if you believe in the concepts of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, well, then you might be a MAGA Republican. What a joke. Instead, you will own nothing. You will be happy. You won't be like, oh, I need my liberty, son. No. Bad dog, which I don't eat. Well, there you have it, friends. If you do any of these things, then you are a far-right extremist.